Hey there everyone, welcome to Saurav's classes. So in this video, we are going to learn about uh, index number question, right? So we are going to study index number. So in front of you is a question. So in the question, it is given that you are given 4 commodities, okay, named as A, B, C, D, and its units are mentioned. Now, what is given is you are given 2 year, that is 1961 and 1972. Now, this is the quantity. Say 1961 is the base year, so this is Q0 and this is the price of the base year. These are the current year quantity and the base year quantity. So the question here is basically calculate last pairs, passes and Fisher's price index number as well as quantity index number. So here you have to find out 3 index numbers, not only the price but also the quantity. That means total 6 index numbers we are going to calculate, right? That is the price, 3 for price index numbers, last pairs, passes, Fisher's with respect to price as well as with respect to quantity. So first recall the formulas, right? So let us first write down the formula for price index number. Let us denote the last pairs price index number with L. Now, in this type of index number, what happens is whenever we are calculating the price index number, we treat quantity as the weights, right? So these are the relative index number, price relatives, and with the price, we take the quantity as weights. So whenever we are calculating the last pairs index number, price index number, so we take the base year quantity as weights, right? So summation Pn by summation P0, and weights in case of last pairs is Q0 Q0. So is in case of last pairs index number, we treat the base year quantity as the weights. So this is our last pairs index number. This becomes into 100. Now when we are calculating the passes index number, let us denote it with P. So we take the current quantity as the weights. So that is, again we have summation Pn and summation P0. We will multiply it with the current weights, that is current quantity, into 100, right? And finally we have the Fisher's ideal index number denoted with F, and this is nothing but the root over of last pairs into passes. So these are our 3 price index number. Now let us see what are our quantity index number. Now in this quantity index number, what is happening? So in price index number, we treat quantity as weights. In quantity index number, we take price as weights. So the number 1, that is the last pairs, is equals to, so here we have Qn by Q0, that is the quantity relatives into the base price as weights. So you see here we have price relatives and quantities as weights. Here we have quantity relatives and the price as weights. So this becomes our last pairs formula. Again, we will replace the base price with the current price as weights, and we will derive our passes formula, that is summation Qn into Pn by summation Q0 into Pn into 100. So this is our passes. And finally, Fisher's ideal index number is root over last pairs into passes. That's all. So now let us go back to the question and try to figure out. That means you can see that we need total 4 combinations, right? Pn Q0, Pn Qn, and again Qn Q0 and Q0 Q0. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So many columns we need. So here we need Pn Q0, Pn Qn, P0 Q0 and P0 Qn. So if we look at these here also, the combinations are almost same with a little difference, right? That is, here we need Qn P0 as we don't have Qn P0. No, we still have Pn Q0. We have P0 Q0. We have Pn Qn. We have Pn Q0. So we need 4 columns, right? So let us first draw the columns. So how many columns do we need to count? So whatever is given, how many columns are given? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 columns are already given, and we will not take this column. We will only take the commodity column. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 columns, and we need to calculate 4 columns. So 5 plus 4 is equals to 9 columns, right? So let us insert table with 9 columns. 1, 9, and let us take how many? We need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 4 to 6, and 1 for the summation 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this is our table. Okay, so here we have our table. Let us increase the size, shall we? Right, so let us write down the information from the table. First we are going to write down commodity. So commodity is, we have A. Okay, we will leave one space, right? So we have, let's A, B, C, D, right? Now next we have price and quantity. So let's go up. Right, 1961 2 columns and 1972 2 columns. So let us write this as Q0, P0, and 1972, this is Qn, Pn. Correct? Now we have to solve the following. So let us write down the combinations. So what all we are going to calculate, let us take a different color, so it will be easier to note, right? That is this. Let's say, so here we are going to calculate P0 Q0, P0 Qn, Pn Q0, and Pn Qn. So these are the 4 combinations we need to calculate in order to find out the answers. And in the end, we are going to take the summations. Summation of P0 Q0, then summation of P0 Qn, summation of Pn Q0, and summation of Pn Qn. So these 4 results we will need in order to calculate the last pairs and the passes index number. Now first let us fill the table as per given in the question. So the number given are 5762. So all the base year quantities are 5762. Write down. So this is 5762. Next is our base year price. That is 2.5, 8, 1. 2.5, 8 and 1. Okay, let's have a look at our current quantity and price. 7, 10, 6, 9. And finally the current price, right? That is 4.5, 3.2, 4.5 and 1.8. So this is the data that we are given. Now we have to multiply. For P0, Q0, we have to multiply the first two columns. So 5 2s are 10. Let us take a different color. So 5 2s are 10, right? Now 7 5s are 35, 3 7 2s are 14 and 3 17.5. Then 6 8s are 48 and there is 2 1s are 2. So summation of this column will give us summation P and Q0. Okay, so we will take the summation later on. Now next one is about P0 QN. So this is P0, this is QN. Now let us do 2 7s are 14. 2.5 into 10 is 25. 8 6s are 48 and 1 9s are 9. Next is our PNQ0. So PN and Q0, last two columns, that is 5 into 4.5, right? So 5 5s are 25, 5 4s are 20 and 2, so 22.5. Next it is 7 2s are 14, 7 3s are 21 and 22, so 22.4. Next is 6 5s are 30, 6 4s are 24 and 3 27, so it is 27. And lastly it is 18 2s are 36, so that is 3.6. And let us calculate the last column, that is P and QN. So the last two columns, that is 7 5s are 35, 7 4s are 28 and 3 is 31. Again 32 10s are 3.2 10s are 32. 4.5 into 6 are, that is 6 5s are 30, 6 4s are 24 and 3 27. And lastly this is 18 9s are, so 9 8s are 72, 9 1s are 9, 9 and 7 is 16, so 16.2. Okay, so I here this one P and Q0, let us check this third column, that is 6 6 are 36. This should be 36 and this should be 18, so we have got it wrong. Yes, 4.5 into 6 are, so 6 5s are 30, 6 4s are 24 into 27. Okay, this is correct. And 1.2. Okay, so these are all correct. Now let us take the summation. Let us clearly write down the summation here, right? So first of all, summation P0 Q0 is equals to, this is 10, 17.5, 48 and 2. So 48 and 2 is 50, 50 and 10 is 60, right? 60 and 10 is 70, 70 and 7 is 77. So this is 77.5. Next, summation P0 QN is equals to, here we have 14 and 25, this is 39, 39 and 9 is 48, and 48 and 48 is 48 2s are 2 8s are 16, 2 4s are 8 and 96. Next is summation P and Q0, that is 22.5, 22.4, 27 and 3.6. So Here 22.4 and 3.6 is basically our 22 and 3 is 25, 4 and 6 1, so this is 26, and 26 and 27 is how much? 26 2s are 2 6 are 12, so it's 52 plus 1 53. 53 and 22 is our 53 and 22 how much? 53 and 22, so this is 5 7, and we have 75.5, so this is 75.5. And lastly we have to find out summation Pn into Qn, which is again 32 and 27. 32 and 27 is 7 to 9, so this is 59. And we have here 31.5 and 16.2, so 31.5 and 16.2 is 774, so this is 47.7, so this is 7.610, so 106.7. so these are the values of the summation. Okay, now let us find out our index numbers. Number 1, last pairs price index. L is equals to summation Pn Q0 by summation P0 Q0 into 100. Let us put the values. This is equals to how much is summation Pn Q0? It is 75.5 divided by how much summation? This is 77.7 into 100. So the answer here is 97. Let's move to the second one. Passie's price index number. It is P is equals to summation Pn Qn by summation P0 Qn into 100. And the values are 106.7, 96 into 100. So after calculating, you will get the answer as 111. So the Passie's price index number is this. And finally, the third one is Fisher's price index number. That is F is equals to root over last pairs into passes. So last pairs is 97, passes is 111. So after taking the multiplication and finding out the root, we will get the answer as 104. So these are the price index number. Now we are yet to calculate the quantity index number. That is last pairs quantity index number. L is equals to summation Qn P0 by summation Q0 P0 into 100. Now let's put the values again. Qn P0. Qn P0 means this, that is 96. Qn P0. And we have Q0 P0, right? That is this. Sorry, we have last pairs. Okay, let's just check another. Yes, we need Qn P0 and Q0 P0 basically, right? So that is 96 by 77.5 into 100. Okay, so the answer is, if we calculate, we will get 124. Next one, passes quantity index P is equals to summation Qn Pn by summation Q0 Pn. So into 100. So we need Pn Qn and Pn Q0. Pn Qn is this 106.7 by 75.5. Sorry, 75. So the answer is, again, after calculating and this, we will get 141. And finally, the last part of the sum, that is Fisher's quantity index. That is F is equals to root over last pairs into passes. So F is equals to root over, we have got last pairs as 124 into passes as 141, and after multiplying and taking the root, the answer is equals to 132. So that's all for the answer.